First of all, I do want to say how much I appreciate your team's presentation. That was incredibly thorough. Those are exactly the types of questions we've asked of you guys to really see and be able to do a deep dive into the data to see where the student performance is, and so that was tremendous. I also appreciate your frankness. That's one thing I've asked of you from the beginning is just shoot me straight. You have come into a really tough job. You've assembled a good team around you, and you have always had an attitude of no excuse. It's about the kids. Let's get them there. And you are a woman of your word today by coming in here and showing us we're not quite there yet on where we need to go academically. I want to point out that work that you're doing at those CSI and MRI schools is tremendous. So that is a very targeted approach that you all have done. That is a tough goal. I mean, I will tell you, there were a lot of folks that told me that Tulsa couldn't meet that goal when we laid it out. We knew you could meet it. Obviously, we're not there yet, but those are tremendous data points right there, and I appreciate it. And you and I got to talk a little bit about that last week. I also appreciate this team's approach to attendance. You have tackled attendance from many angles, frankly, that I don't know that I've seen a district do it in quite the way you all have. You've got the partnership with the city. You've got the emphasis here of talking to parents, getting the parents in the door. But I think a tremendous effort, too, that, again, is unique, is the intentionality of getting administrators with the background into I want to reiterate that point. I know y'all made it. But when they have a teacher that is gone in one of the schools that has really struggled, they are sending administrators with experience in those specific areas and I've heard that from our team. I've heard that from specific individuals in the district of how many times they do that. That's a very intentional thing that you're doing that says, and when kids are here, we're going to do all that we can to put the best possible professional in front of those kids. So I think that's a very commendable effort, and again, I think that you all have tackled that from many different angles. On the scores, I think that Tulsa is on the verge of being the district that we are all going to be able to point to and say, we want schools to look like this. The approach of this team and the efforts you have made have put you all in that position. And Dr. Johnson, you and I love, when we talk, we oftentimes go into sports analogies, so I want to give one to you right here. You're a great head coach. You've put a great team around you. Game plan has been excellent. Now we're entering in the fourth quarter, and your team and you have had the exact right approach. We have to step it up, and we have to finish strong. I can brag on the efforts, I can brag on the game plan, but ultimately this is going to be judged by those results, and I've heard it clearly from you today. We will do all that we can to help you finish strong, and I want you to know we appreciate the work you're doing, and we will do anything possible, resources, personnel, whatever we can do to help you finish this year strong. And if you do that, and I believe you will, this will be a tremendous story, not just for Tulsa, but for the state of Oklahoma. So I say that. I'd like to have a conversation with you later. There's some things I'd like for you and I just to discuss, but this was a great presentation. This gives us a lot. And again, I appreciate the whole picture. You didn't hide anything from us. You came in here, you didn't make excuses, but you wanted to let us know that is exactly what we've asked for. And frankly, the game plan and the efforts of this team, I would love to see replicated all over the state of Oklahoma. So I appreciate it very much. Let's finish the fourth quarter strong. And thank you very much for you and your team being here today.
Thank you, Superintendent Walters and the board. Thank you.